Thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me. That's on me. I'm conceited. Treaty. Nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life. Like
winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium, just south of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store. He has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Allen to the veteran Sanders for the Buffalo first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Hines. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go deep for Beasley, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Tackle by A.J. Epinesa. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrel Dodson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd and 9, Allen going deep for Diggs.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the delay, here's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Now it's Hines. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Darnold. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson, first down Carolina. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. They find some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
and you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe possibly they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit.
And Darnold, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right.
And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Off of play action, Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Draw play, Darnold giving to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Darnold. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tyrel Dodson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
92 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing now is Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. Flushed out right.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This
touchdown, Carolina!
Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And now it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
Gets through and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Play action. Now it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Finding Knox there, complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Bills on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. From midfield, here's Allen. It's caught by Sanders. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Panthers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.